Oh, that's not. Wait, I'm screaming. Wait, I'm gagged. That face, like, ah. We all know what I'm talking about, right? We've all been in a TikTok comment section before. Those Gen Z girls with no personality, they all say the same stuff over and over again. It's like some sort of shared consciousness is taking over their brains like a symbiote. Go to a TikTok comment section and you're gonna find a million of them crawling around in there, consuming everything like a black hole. You open a comment section and see, oh, that's not, and just close it immediately. It's everywhere and it's so annoying. So I'm gonna explain from a sociological perspective why this kind of language exists, why it's so popular among Gen Z girls. Spoiler alert, the same thing exists in several demographics, this is just one example. And I'm gonna explain why so many people find it bothersome. Alright, so first of all, why does this kind of language exist? To understand this, we gotta understand the concept of performing identity. We all have identities, and for most people, it's not enough to just have an identity, right? We need other people to affirm it. So in all the little actions we do every day, we subconsciously and consciously make choices to manage how other people perceive us. In sociology, this is called performance. For example, a corporate professional might wear a quarter zip and drink matcha. Somebody who wants to be seen as deep will read Kafka and Dostoevsky and post underlined pages on Instagram. A guy who wants to be seen as an alpha male might stand with his feet apart and cross his arms to seem more masculine. Another very common way to do this is language. And what we're seeing here with this Gen Z girl with no personality language is a bunch of set phrases that don't really mean much on a basic word level, but help these girls perform their identity. Clock it, that part. You do you, girly pop. That stuff barely means anything. It's just a signal for how these girls want to be perceived, which is as part of this larger community of terminally online Gen Z girls. Now, the interesting thing about this language, and the reason it's so widespread, is that it provides girls with a stock character that can serve as a fill-in for a personality. You don't need to go through the hard and scary work of forging your own sense of self. By using this language, you immediately gain access to this widely recognized identity of online Gen Z girl. Now, this isn't something that's unique to Gen Z girls. This exists in lots of demographics. Another good example of stock character language is the ROTC military bro. A lot of guys with no personalities join ROTC and instantly download a stock character. They start wearing combat boots to school. You ask if they want to do something and they're like, Roger that! Confirming for 1800, over! Obviously I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you get the idea. And it's only people without personalities that find a need for stock characters in the first place. The people with personalities already have identities. They don't need that shit. Now finally, I'm going to explain why it's so annoying. I think the main reason is that these words don't really mean anything. Usually we think of language as communicating an idea. Like right now I have these ideas in my mind. I'm talking to you, and my words are carrying that information into your mind. But these TikTok speak set phrases, they don't do that. These terms like diva, go off queen, no because same. They've all been repeated so much that their meaning has degraded. These terms are just empty structures that hold up the performance of identity. It's a breakdown of language on a fundamental level. There's a quote by the Austrian author Ingeborg Bachmann that summarizes this perfectly. What interests me is exactly that point where people begin to say nothing, even though they're talking. The people that use this language, they are talking so much, but they are not saying anything. So yeah guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments, and also be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.